It's Vex here, coming at you from the Kia shed once again. Not my favorite place to be when it's 92 degrees, but puts hair on your chest. Even though I lack the proper facilities to do instructional videos, or any kind of video for that matter, henceforth, the Kia shed. Now, I'm not a smart man. I never claimed to be a smart man, but there's one thing I can do, and that's fix shit and build shit. Do I do it the right way? No. Do I do it my way? Yeah. Does it work? Usually. I pulled this 1971 CB450 out of a guy's garage. Last inspection sticker on this thing was 1983. It already had 9-inch over on the forks and 16-inch ape hangers. Wasn't the route I was gonna go. I wanted to do a bobber. But the bike chose the path. So, a 71 CB450 chopper it is. I stripped this bike down to the frame. Not having done that before, I figured it's going to take me a day or two. Only takes about 2 hours if you really get at it. If you got a buddy, maybe an hour, maybe 6. Depends on the beer situation. Right angle grinder with a wire wheel, stripped it down in no time. I like to put 3 or 4 coats of whatever I'm painting this thing with. That includes the primer. I figured the more layers, the harder I gotta hit it to ruin this thing. Once I get the engine apart, I'm looking at all these pieces like I just lost my goddamn mind. Why do you say stuff like that? I bought a climber's manual so I could go step by step. I used YouTube. Good source is Common Motor Collective. Now, you got to be careful. When people make videos, and even when they write manuals, they're not going to put every tiny little step in there. You kind of got to use some common sense and your best judgment. If you're unsure of something on a video, check your manual, or vice versa. Check Facebook. A lot of good pages on there for whatever it is you might be working on. A lot of people give you some good advice. Once I got the frame painted, it was about time to start switching out bearings and fittings and sleeves and stuff I've never seen before. I learned how to replace the bearings in the wheels. I learned how to rebuild the master cylinder. I learned how to rebuild the forks. I learned how to rebuild the swing arm. Now, I didn't have a lot of this knowledge when I started this. I got a bunch of knowledge in a lot of different subjects, so I just took them all together and threw them at this project. So once you get at a starting point where you think everything is set, you need to start cleaning, repairing, replacing. This is a really good time to draw up a list. Let me show you an example of a good list. First of all, you want to find a bike. Then, I can't read that motherfucker. Then, once you find that bike, you want to pick a style of bike that you want to build. After that, you fix some stuff. And next, you build some stuff. After that, assemble the bike. And when it's all assembled, you want to tell Leroy to return that torque wrench before you go all medieval on his ass. That was more of a personal note than it was a step. And when you're all finished, ta-da! Motorcycle! Another good tip is get all kinds of containers, whatever you can find. Butter, mayonnaise, tilapia. They don't come in a container. Even sandwich bags. All the little bolts, washers, nuts, whatever you take off a certain item, stick them in a container. Write on them clearly with permanent marker. Because even that shit has a way of rubbing off. And there you are with 15 containers full of shit. You're lost. You don't know what's going on. There's parts everywhere. Containers with no names on them. Cows coming home. I tell you, it makes you want to snap. That way, when you want to put something back together, like say the kickstand, you got the hardware. All labeled and put away, and I can't believe it's not butter tub. If you're not comfortable with it, maybe find somebody who is. I wasn't comfortable with it. I did my own anyway. That's why I wound up doing it twice. The first time was just more of a, hey, let's see how horrible we can make this gas tank. And I succeeded. Purple didn't come out like I wanted it to. The lines didn't come out like I wanted it to. Adios. Bring in flat black. I wanted to jazz it up a tad, so I threw it in silver. I think it really looks nice. Something else that you're going to realize about a quarter of the way into a rebuild is that you get really good at doing things 5, 6, 8 times over and over and over. I put that on, but I didn't put that in. That's in, but now I can't get that on. I had the freaking bolt here 2 seconds ago. It's in backwards. What the hell you mean it's in backwards? And around you'll go. But stick with it. You'll get it. I got it. And I'm done. Once I get the bike done, I want to do a complete video to show you everything that I did and a ride video to show how crappy it rides. This bike has been a blast from the beginning to the end. If it's something you even remotely want to do, I say get out there and find one. You can find cheap bikes anywhere, man. Check Facebook Marketplace. That's where I found mine. I paid about $100. The guy just wanted it out of his garage, man. But you got to be willing to put in the work. Some of them got a lot more work to do on them than others. I did my whole bike with nothing more than a hammer, a hand drill, a vise, and a right angle grinder. If I had a welder, things would have been so much better. But alas, Vex ain't got no welder. You all get out there, fix something, build something. It don't have to be a bike. It's just what I fell into right now. I would love to do another one as soon as I can latch my dirty little paws on something. Check out my Instagram, Vex_Antic. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that little bell thingy. And let's go. Thank you all for the love I find on Instagram, and I hope I can find the same kind of love here. I'm going to do my damnedest to bring you some good content, even though I ain't got shit to do it with. No cameras, no sound equipment, no garage, no tools, no personality, no talent, no goddamn money. But I want to see what kind of shit we can get into. Okay, people, I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's not raining cats and dogs out here, or 97 degrees in the shade. Now, I got just a river of sweat running down my crack. If I don't get out of the Kia shed soon, they're going to find me napping on the floor permanently. So I love you guys. I will catch you soon. Later.